Now, you guys know that I love it when there's a contradiction happening in the market because it just feels like something needs to change, something needs to give. And so I'm always looking out for that kind of indication. I want that sort of certainty when it comes to placing a trade, and using open interest is actually a really, really good way to spot those opportunities. And that is what I want to cover in this video. So if you don't know what open interest is, you're going to learn that. If you do know what open interest is, whether you trade crypto or not, even as an investor, you're going to be interested in the takeaway here. So let's not delay it. Let's roll intro and talk about open interest. Okay, wizards, so like I said, I like to see when there's a contradiction happening in the market. And from this chart over here, you can see that open interest, which is this purple line, is trending upwards. And you can see that it hit this bubble up here, just jumped right up, yet price was going down. So this is contradiction where open interest is going up and price is going down. Okay, great. What does that mean? What is open interest? If you've been following the channel, you'll know what futures and options contracts are. So I'm not going to cover that here, but open interest is just the number of open futures and options contracts. In this case, I think it's just futures contracts because this is BitMEX stats that I'm on. So I reckon this is open interest in terms of futures contracts, but nonetheless, it's telling me the number of open contracts, meaning that if the number of contracts goes down, that's telling me money's flowing out of the market, whether it's short or long positions, doesn't matter. Money's flowing out of the market. If the number of contracts is going up, money's flowing into the market. This green line over here is open value. So it's the value of those contracts, which is open. So how much is open in terms of the value? How much is open in terms of the number? That's what these two charts are showing. Now, very, very usefully, there's a chart down here that shows buy, sell liquidations. So this right here tells me a lot of stuff is going on. Price has been trending down. Money has been flowing into the market. A lot of people just dumped. They just got rid. So have we shaken out the sellers? Yeah, because price then went up. So this is very, very useful because money's flowing, again, money's flowing into the market. Price has been going down. Feels to me like there's a correction that needs to happen. This is when I'm getting interested to place a trade. Like right here, you see where these things are all aligning over here. I'm not going to talk about total turnover right now, but just have a look at this. And then as we scroll on, let's look for another event. Again, I'm looking for significant events. And I scroll along over here and I see this bang, this massive drop, boom, hits the floor. Open interest goes down as well. So it's correlated, but also a bunch of liquidation just happened. What do we see? We see, and by the way, this is data within like the last 2 days. We see the price turning around and we see open interest going up again. So again, these big bumps here down in open interest, this is very interesting to me. If open interest is going down and price is going up and we're in a different market, let's say we're in a bull run, then again, that would be interesting information. It would be like the opposite of what we're looking here. Did a ton of people just buy, yet open interest is doing something, you know, very, very different. It's like now going down, yet price is going up. A ton of people bought, but the futures market are like, hey, or are futures contracts just coming to expiration? So that's really what you want to look out for. You know, are we here at futures contract expiration? Or has an event happened that's triggered a bunch of people to be like, hey, I'm taking my money out of the market over here. And when I say a bunch of people, people who are usually trading all the size in futures contracts, this is big money. This is usually going to be smart money. Of course, if you saw the video where Victor was doing the presentation and I did a presentation and linked to that, if you watch Victor's presentation, you're going to have a good understanding for why looking at futures contracts, etc., is a very good indicator for this market. You need to be aware of that. Anyhow, I hope you got a lot of value out of this because we didn't just learn about what open interest is. We can talk about how you can make sense of it against price. And I think this is just gold. It's so useful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And as always, take care and see you in the next video.